And so the adventure of Humblewood begins once more. You had, last we left off, you had all brought Oswald Ebonheart and the Ashen Knight Ruffian back to the Avium, to the dismay of many of you returning to these hallowed halls. However, your stay was brief. You updated the Dean onto what was going on, and he more or less let you know of the progress that he and his scholars have made decoding Oswald's work, and Oswald more or less gave his full cooperation and seemingly told everything he knew about the circumstances. You have, following your only hope, you now seek out the familiar seer, Suzanne of the Swamp. Making your way to Elderheart, you had all agreed to take along Oswald for the time being. However, you pleaded to the Dean that Oswald's magic be restored to him, to which the Dean denied your request, but under the fear that the Elderheart Council would not see your perspective, and has advised you to take up this request to them. However, he will offer his support. You then, after getting your last-minute preparations squared away, set out for Elderheart once more. Familiar journey for many of you. Making good time with making good time with Rocco and Cosette taking the lead through the forest. You encountered no real dangers your first day. However, upon your night, Cosette was able to see smoke starting to pierce the canopy. Taking initiative, she glided down there to scout out what was happening, whilst the rest of you had gained sudden flashbacks to a time when another rogue you knew did something very similar. Rushing to her aid, Ian charging with full boots of speed into unknown dangers cannot speak today. I am very sorry. As Cosette had found what seemed to be a group of magments starting to set fire to the forest. Her scouting complete, about to return to you, when Ian burst through the woods, screaming, his maul at the ready. And thus the fight began. And it was a simple fight, though yet still a dangerous one, as many more of these creatures emerged from the woods, taking bits and pieces out of you as time wore on. But at the end of the day, you were victorious, and overall were left little in danger. Your journey continued on without other events, and you eventually made your way back to Elderheart. There, you all decided to split up to take care of multiple tasks. Rocco, you went to go check on your church. Ian, you went to see Elisa and see what sort of wares she had available, though none piqued your interest at the moment. And Cosette and Tutu found themselves a very interesting snack. Now our gaze once again returns to Lyran and Rufus as they make their way up to the Elderheart Council. You find yourselves in front of the familiar dome. The guards, recognizing you at this point, stand aside and open the doors for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kind of gives you a stoic nod.
Rufus just gives a salute, though it's very lazy and not professional.
Is the Ashen Knight or Oswald with us, or are we alone?
They would have come with
us. Oh, they did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they. Unless you told them otherwise, they probably would have came with you.
Noted.
Do you think I should write up a report before these guys, or no? I mean, I guess oral tell yeah, I can't speak today. Oral storytelling will be. more
It's
than fair.
spread.
All right. Well, we probably should. Do you think? Just quick question, Michael. Do we need to make an appointment with the council, or will they just see us immediately?
The guards, upon entering the city, did ask you to go speak with the council.
All right. Fair enough. Then I guess we just make our way forward.
All right.
We go and speak to the council.
All right. As you enter in, you see the familiar receptionist. However, her normal lax visage now very busy, quickly scrolling paperwork and kind of moving files around and whatnot. As you approach, she looks up at you. She says, "Oh, well, get on in. They're expecting you."
Appreciate it. I feel like we should probably cuff him or something, Oswald. I mean, it probably would make a difference, but
He's still cuffed.
Yeah, he still has the silver
oh, right.
manacles on.
The
Sorry.
dean convinced me to at the very least keep the cuffs up until this point.
Fair enough. Sorry.
But as you all enter into the room, the council are not sitting at their designated seats. They are right now gathering around a table, murmuring to themselves. Upon your entrance, they stop and look up at you. And seeing all of you, you see the what? Sorry, getting my notes here.
I would just like to say I was lied to.
You say that as you walk in?
No. This is not me in character. This is me out of character realizing, hey, I requested for windows last time and everyone went, can you imagine if there are windows on the meeting room? Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's
and then there's a picture of the fucking meeting room with windows all around it.
No. Those are windows around the outside of the like the actual chamber room is like on the inside of it.
Leave, you liar.
What? It's literally there are like hallways surrounding it, and then the actual like meeting room is dead center.
Lies, deceits, Jedi falsehoods.
Okay, moving on. Um, but as you walk in, you see the familiar Gallus woman, Speaker Beta of the council. She looks up at you and she says, "Ah, I see you have brought. Um, I see you have brought Oswald here. We were told that you want to remove his manacles. Yes."
Well, I mean, we kind of wanted to remove them while we were traveling, but I mean, we got here with him intact. So,
Yes.
whatever. It's
Yes.
fine.
Right. Yes. Now, I must ask, though, why are you so intent on giving him his power back? What assurances do you have that he won't flee?
Well, if he wanted to flee, he had ample and better opportunities to do so.
Plus, it wasn't out of maliciousness that his crimes were not malicious. They were more well-intentioned mishaps, I guess. So
Even so,
right now we just got and he intends hopefully to help fix the issues
even so, he his actions have potentially brought ruin to the worlds. And to fix this, he delved into the dark art of necromancy. He is lucky right now that he is not being escorted to a cell.
And I fully agree, but we kind of do need him right now, and throwing him in a cell is not going to be all that helpful.
What
We'll
use-
discuss. We'll discuss. I suggest we fix the problem first before dishing out punishments.
And we would agree with you. However, what use is he of you now? He is, from my understanding, he has told you everything, has he not?
Well, in case you guys wanted to interview him, in case you have questions that we forgot to ask.
My gripe with keeping his shackles on is I would not like to be the person that brings defenseless innocents into war zones. And if he has his magical powers, at the very least he's not defenseless.
I mean, I don't think he's
Lyran?
innocent either, Lyran.
Lyran, I want you to make me a persuasion check with that. Pressure was too much.
My internet?
Did you hear what I asked?
No.
I want you specifically to make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. I will chronal shift that one, sir.
I mean, I could give you persuasion since, yeah, whatever. That's pretty good.
Yeah, specifically what he said. There's a pause for a moment. And it's at this point Lima Lux Ludima says, he does have a point. Bringing an unarmed man into danger is morally wrong. As one of the head figures of the church, of the temples, I must agree with him on this. Perhaps we can find some sort of compromise. As she kind of looks over to Tyria Bellowstein, the head of Arcana and Technology, as this old, wizened raptor man stops for a moment and thinks, I may be able to augment the enchantment on his braces to limit the schools of magic he can use, so he's able to be of use to you while not being of danger to any of us immediately.
Can you be more specific what you refer to when you say be of danger to you immediately? Because at this point I don't see him being a danger to anyone, even with his bracers off. He had the ample opportunity to just leave and kill everyone here via proxy if he wanted to. If his intentions were ill, we'd probably not know that the aspect of fire was reincarnating and happily and blissfully marching our way to our graves as we speak.
Even so, the thoughts and processes of a man may change as circumstances change as well.
And the needs of the moment may so as well. What do we actually do if he needs access to one of the specific band schools to save all of us?
Then you may send a message to me, and I will and we'll have the enchantment changed.
How long will that take?
It should not take more than a few minutes.
And do you need to be in the rough vicinity of that enchantment change?
If I have him for a day, I should be able to do it remotely.
I don't believe you understand the situation. What he's done has a lot more immediate consequences. The Scorch Grove is no longer a static place. Its effects can be felt even to. Can I get the world map?
You may. One second.
Even to the farthest point of Bracken Mill, one can actually feel the effects of the scorching effects of the grove. Literally on the other side of this country. I don't think we have a few days to just bring Oswald back here once we set out. Now, granted, I am speculating here, but I believe our problem is rather imminent.
I'm gonna make this my top priority of the day, but that would still require a few hours. It is the best I can do for you.
Well, we could just remove his bracers and he can essentially just be our responsibility.
Or at the very least, you could have those devices that he had on Lyran to make sure he's not casting stuff like necromancy again. That way, we can have we can have a helping hand in dealing with the situation, the scorching. But you guys would have first-hand knowledge if things might be going wrong.
Rufus, this time you make a persuasion check.
17.
17. There is a pause. And eventually he says, I suppose that is a fine point to make. It will only take about an hour or two, depending on how quickly we can get him back up here.
Well then, I think we're in agreement. Also, Michael, I just want to apologize. I accidentally added a spell that is not on the bard sheet, and I do not know why it said it was allowed on my bard sheet, so I'm just going to remove it. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I haven't casted it yet, so it should be fine for now, but just heads up.
No worries, my friend.
Alright. Well, counselor, so we appreciate your trust in us. We'll make sure that it's not ill-warranted.
Very well, and before we remove those bracers, we're going to have to get him marked. And a fair warning to you, Mr. Ebbenhart. That process is not pleasant. To which Oswald just kind of responds, I am aware. Now, Speaker Bitter speaks once more, and she says, now we do have some other news to share with you. Though we do not wish you to speak of this to the general public, and to keep this to yourselves as much as possible.
Do I have Skyrite?
No. Skyrite is... Actually, maybe you probably could. I know.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
know. Well, guess what? I can change on one of my third level spells, so Rufus knows what he's doing tonight. Just kidding.
You would get executed so fast.
That's what Nick said too, and Jordan still did it. Because,
That's why that's what Nick said, and Jordan still went. Fuck it.
But anyway, warning given. The shit, how was I? All right, he says we have had scouts report of a rapid expansion of the Scorched Grove. It is growing dozens of feet every day, and I fear it will only be making its way to Elderhot soon. And if our scouts are to be believed, this aspect of fire is also leading what seems to be numerous elementals into the woods.
does not sound pleasant. Well, I assume you're wanting us to go in and investigate.
We have been informed by the Dean that you are pursuing a plan to potentially stop this aspect of fire and the expansion of the Scorched Grove. Continue pursuing that, and please be quick.
We will. We'll definitely try to keep things in. We'll be punctual with it. Assure you.
Please do. And also, a fair warning to you, Mr. She turns to Ebenhart, Oswald. Should circumstances not have been as dire as they are, I doubt you would have been leaving this chamber without those manacles still on your arms. Would you just nods? Alright. Lady Lima Luxlutama, if you would. She just kind of gives a nod, and she starts tracing her fingers through the air, casting a spell you've seen cast many a times. As she just says, "We have another request of you. Please make your way to the council room post haste." And there's a pause. To which she then casts a spell again and says, "Yes, we will pay your unexpected call fee. Just please hurry." And then she says to the rest of you, "He's on his way."
Do you think we should get the others while we're talking with the rest of the council? I can send a quick message if need be.
I think we're more or less done here.
Yeah, fair
Unless
enough.
the council has anything more they would like to share.
Unfortunately, we're dealing with everything we can with everything we've got. Lima was just saying, it's like, we're trying to prepare the city as best we can. To which point the Corvium in the room speaks up, and you would know this as Master of Logistics, Art and Tell, as he says, Yes, we're gathering as many of our resources as possible to build mobile bucket brigades to potentially try to stave off the expansive grove for as long as we can. It will not be easy, but it can be done.
I'm pretty sure that you're already aware of this, but on our way here we also spotted a group of elementals, so you may wish to evacuate people from the city. This might not be so much a wave as an encroachment.
Yeah, and that is what we are preparing. This city has been the. This city has been the heart of this nation for a very long time. Its roots are said to spread across these lands in its entirety. It cannot be abandoned, for if it dies, the entire woods is likely to follow. And then we would all be left in fields of ash. The city must survive.
I was referring to non-essential personnel and civilians, but I will leave you to your work.
Thank you, and I to you. Your friend there, as he points to Oswald, he'll be staying with us for a few hours. Feel free to pick him up. You two may gather your allies and do what work you have in this city, and then be off.
Do we, DM,
Yes.
did we actually get the mounts we received here last time? Well, to get here last time.
No, they were left in the city. You got them from the Winnowing Reach, and they were left in Elderheart as you guys walked to the avium.
Yeah, can we requisition those back if they're still here?
Probably a good idea.
Yes, it should be easy enough. Yeah, as he quickly writes on a piece of parchment and hands it to you.
Thank you. Okay, Rufus, you're a lot better at gathering everyone than me, I assume, so I will get the mounts, you gather up everyone.
Sounds good. Oh, I've always wanted to test a new spell anyway. And with that, Rufus will cast Sending on... What's the biggest group of people that we have right now? Tutu and
Roko's
Claire.
group.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to contact Roko and say, meeting adjourned. Lyran is collecting horses.
Goats.
Gonna
Bang
try to
goats.
collect... what was that?
They're goats, not horses.
Goats. Well, okay, mounts then, because Rufus doesn't. I don't think Rufus knows that yet, so I'll just say mounts. And going to try to contact Kovet and Tutu.
Cassette.
Cosset. What did I say?
COVID.
Corvette.
COVID-19.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke of it's like
I
they're
got
not a
mumbled, sorry.
they're not a pandemic, Andy. Come on, they may be thieves, but not that bad.
I was gonna make the 19 joke, but then even I was like, nah, that fruit is way too low. I'm gonna need to crouch down to get that, and that's just too much work.
Fair enough. I'm sorry.
But Roko, you get that message.
And I will also send that to.
Well,
I'm really. I know. I'm like really
Corset.
making sure. Corset. Yeah, I know. I was about to say COVID again. And I don't know why. To Corset
well,
and Tutu, and I'm
hold
gonna
on,
tell him
look.
to meet up. Oh, sorry.
You gotta get Roko's response first because that happens before you can do that. But yeah,
Fair enough.
so Roko, you got that message.
Okay, baby, when we're ready. Yeah, let's go.
Yep. And Cosset and Tutu, they receive a message stating that they received the message. Council meeting adjourned. We are meeting at Roko's church.
You get
You
the
can reply to this message. There we go.
you get the response from Cosette as she says, "Oh, okay. We'll be there as soon as we can. Come on, Tutu. We've got places to be."
I love how she she talks to Tutu while she's in the message.
Yep. Nope. It is the you kind of get like the last few words. It's like, oh no, don't eat that. That one's not a bug. That might just be a wood chip.
God.
Oh, okay. I'll call you back. Wait, and then it just ends.
You know, as someone that takes a lot of phone calls, I can confirm that's how most phone calls with people act. So, just a lot of background conversation while we're in conversation.
All right, Roko, Ian, where you headed?
Well, before meeting up at the church, I mean, I guess we turn around and go back to the church.
Yep, and deal with
Essentially-
the taxidermy head that I don't know.
Oh, you
that's
bought the
right. That's
taxidermy
why
head?
That's right. I forgot you bought that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I am a mad genius.
Michael, that was from
It ain't-
misreading.
I'm just quickly gonna go and grab some dinner. You guys keep talking. I'll still be listening. Just heads up.
Gotcha. So you guys, you guys start heading your way down. Ruffian, as you guys are heading out to leave, Ruffian kind of looks at you two and he says, "All right, I'll stay here, keep an eye on the this one, make sure nothing happens, and I'll drag him down to." Where are you going?
Hmm.
It's you,
You know
Jordan.
what? I'll come and pick you up, Ruffian. Don't worry about it.
Right. Well, I guess you'll know where to find us. As he's just kind of looking around the council room. As you figure a man like he may be a well-respected knight, but he's probably never been in here. But yeah, you guys start making your way down to the roots. A lengthy travel, but you've gotten pretty used to things at this point. Making your way downtown, Roko, Ian, you get 3 blocks down from the church, hear the message, and go, well, time to walk back. Eventually, though, after about an hour, you see Rufus and Lyran enter the building.
So everything go well?
I relayed the report that the council gave us, as well as what the compromise with Oswald was.
Fair enough. At least we got someone with abilities to help us in this scenario.
Well, at least we're not dragging innocent civilians as pseudo-meat shields.
Well, I mean the word innocent's a little bit of a stretch. Let's be honest at this point.
I am of the opinion that until you're found guilty, you're innocent.
I mean, he confessed.
That still doesn't change much.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Keep in mind, Roko, that whilst he might be guilty, there are degrees of guilt and alleviating circumstances and the like. That's why we have laws.
Sure. Guess I'm just saying the word innocent was a bit of a stretch.
Fair. I'll concede the point.
All right, so we're just waiting for them to give the little mark that they gave to Lyran earlier.
Yeah, then we
So-
get the goats and get the hell out of here.
Do you think we should rest up for the day, or
We could probably use a
Same.
long rest.
yeah?
I mean, what time is it now, Michael? We got here around noon, you said?
You got here pretty early in the morning. You guys made very good time.
Oh, in that case,
It's probably
Well-
around noon now.
Yeah, in that
I
case,
mean,
we
you
should
said
get the
that.
hell out as soon as we get going.
Fair enough.
We're literally racing this against the end of the world. Probably not a good time to take it easy.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, honestly, if we could give him the fucking tattoo on the back of the goats, I say we should do that.
I don't think that that's a thing that's possible.
That's why I said if.
Well, we still have an hour till then, so you guys already ate, right? And he points to Tutu and Cosette.
They have not shown up yet.
Well, I guess we could get something to eat beforehand. At the very least, get a small rest before we have to head out.
I mean, fair enough, I suppose.
Unless you guys got some prep you want to do before we
Damn
do that.
No, if
Yeah.
anyone in the audience is wondering how we crossed the city so fast, I will tell you that Featherfall is a very powerful spell, especially
Indeed.
in vertical cities.
Indeed, it is.
I'm not
Mark
gonna-
that spell slot.
So when Rocco yells at Jimmy, Rufus actually physically jumps because I actually jumped in real life. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Roko, as you yell that, and Rufus kind of jumps back a little bit. Jimmy kind of like comes out from the backing and says, yes, Father Roko. How can I be of service?"
Get the kettle on, we're having lunch!
Oh, right. Are we having gumbo, or more gumbo?
Let's switch it up to the gumbo.
The gumbo? All right. As he goes to the back.
Which flavor of gumbo would you like today?
Let's
I
be
got
honest.
rotten cabbage, chicken, and let me see here. Look
That boy
that.
just saying rotten cabbage.
Rotten cabbage, what seems to be some sort of chicken, and then he says, and Venice. As he looks up at Ian.
What?
Nothing.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't even hear what you said.
He just says Venice, and we also have Venice.
He just stares daggers at Jimmy.
Does Ian know what venison is?
That is a good question. I will do an intelligence check to decide.
I'll say decent.
It has been determined he does not know what venison is. He
Okay.
rolled a 0.
So Jimmy just starts saying Venice as he's just looking at you.
It's fucking a 0.
That's a long name for something. Kinda
I love
drawn
what
out.
I love how Ian just rolls a 0 at pretty much the perfect timing for any situation to prove that he's not the smartest deer in the woods.
No, he's not. He's the fastest deer in the woods. He's not the smartest.
No, he is not. But Jimmy just looks at you. He's like, yeah, it's from the neighboring nation. It's really it's really gamey. I would recommend it.
Okay, what do you recommend?
You know, the rotten cabbage isn't bad. Let me go get that for you. As he just kind of goes back to the back.
Oh boy.
Does he always just draw out words like that?
Don't worry about it.
Say, I've never
Okay.
had venison.
Well, you can have some today.
I'm just talking in real life. I've never had venison. I mean,
But
venison.
you've never had venison in real life.
I mean, it's not
How
that
is-
common
how
of a
is-
meat, guys.
No,
I
it's
know,
not
but,
that
like,
common.
No, what's weird is that my grandfather used to hunt all the time, especially deers, and I just never had venison.
See, now that's the irregularity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had it either.
But it's not exactly sold in the local grocery store often.
No, it is not.
How
Fair.
is it? I kind of want to try it.
It's a bit gamey, but it's not bad.
I heard it's best when you mix it with beef. Like, if
Yes,
you make...
absolutely.
Beef is the best meat.
Except
in
the
my
beef had
opinion,
been
was.
cyber attacked, so beef went up.
Oh, really?
Same thing that happened to the oil
Yeah.
companies happened to the beef companies apparently just recently in Canada, so our beef prices have gone up for a bit.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, essentially, venison is it's not a steak meat; it's a stew meat, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but
Well. I wanted to try it.
As Jimmy runs to the back, it does not take long for the scent of food to start going through the air, and I'll say, you know what? I'm gonna be generous. Jimmy has a +4 to this. We'll say he's a decent cook.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but he's using rotten ingredients.
He's making do with what he's got.
I will.
Chronal shift that.
I will chrono cook.
Go for it. So, hold on.
Hey.
All right.
And the
Lyron,
world was made better.
We avoided food poisoning.
you did. Lyron, you glimpse a future in which you all ate, like, Jimmy prepared what seemed to be kind of this bowl of, like, weird sort of mush with rice in it. It was very strange. And then you just saw nothing but a toilet for the next so many hours. However, you do not believe that to be the reality in which you live.
I mean, it'd be very impressive to get food poisoning from rice and cabbage. But then you realize, yeah, oh, that's probably rotten. That would explain it.
But about half an hour goes by and Jimmy comes back with bowls filled with pretty good smelling food in there. You see, like, it's got some boiled cabbage in it, some rice, what looks to be beef. It's got some seasonings in there as well. Like, this doesn't smell bad.
Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you, Father. I hope it's to your liking.
I'm sure it is. Well, let's eat up,
Can I
guys,
give
while
Jimmy
we
a
wait for the
rubber duck?
girls.
I would like to give Jimmy a rubber duck.
Easy enough. You just one off your horns and give it to Jimmy. So he's like, "Oh, thank you, Mr. E. I appreciate that."
That how Ian like tips his waiters? Just gives them a rubber duck.
You bet your sweet bippy it is.
They had not thought about that until Andy said it, and it's like canon.
Canon. No. It's like,
Here's a few extra ducks
as a
for
token of his appreciation, you just get a very mangled rubber duck that is occasionally covered in blood.
you.
Yeah, so he's like, Jimmy gets it, he's like, thank you. I will honor this always.
Don't
Goes
forget,
and
Jimmy, it's all about the reusing.
looks at the blood covering the duck.
Gotta come off.
If you say so, Father Rocco, as he kind of goes and puts it in the back.
I guess we have our gumbo dinner while we wait for the girls and then for the tattoo to be done.
Yep. You guys sit. You eat. You make merry the best you can with the rustic hospitality that that Jimmy can offer.
Hey, that's the name of my feature from Folk Hero. Rustic Hospitality. Which I've used once this campaign.
I'm sure we're theoretically in this room, aren't we?
You're somewhere. Just put yourself somewhere. I don't know why that was funny to me.
Meeting in Rocco's office.
Yep.
What does your office look like, out of curiosity?
It's pretty close to what it is. You see desk, you see a bag of things put together, his bookshelf, his dresser. But if you open up the dresser, it is just literally filled with garbage.
Someone opens this up, it just
You know
pulls
those-
out.
I just imagine, those shows they broadcast on like I don't know, PBS or something, where it's just showing like the crazy hoarders.
Oh,
that.
hoarders.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No. See,
Rocco's
Rocco's
clean.
office is extremely clean, but then as soon as you open anything, just a mountain of crap.
Yeah,
just
it's
falls
kind of like an old sitcom where when you open up the closet, it just pours out and you're buried alive if you don't do it right.
out.
Both are adequate.
Jimmy, about 10 minutes after you guys start down to eat, Jimmy actually kind of pokes his head into the room and just says, Father Rocco, I'm going to be going up to the market to get more food. Is there anything you would like in particular?
We should be good, Jimmy. We're gonna have to leave in a couple of hours.
Oh, so soon?
Yeah, well, them fire demons ain't taking care of themselves.
Right. We talked about this. Oh boy. I wish you luck then, Father Rocco. I'll be back.
Don't worry,
Hopefully, I'll be
Jimmy.
back before you leave.
Yeah, if we're not, we'll see when we get back. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe when I get back, we'll have a new cooking stove.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
Yep, made out of the hide of the demons themselves.
Oh, that'd be quite a trophy. I had a great way to reuse something.
Exactly.
You're an inspiration to us all, Father Rocco. Alright, I'm gonna get going. If I don't see you on the way back, good luck. Don't die.
I'll keep everybody safe. Recyclia protects.
Yes, keep through the 3 holy hours. As he just kind of like closes the door, and you can kind of hear him just kind of.
Boy, that boy's always nervous. Don't know why.
I think it might be the combination of the end of the world and no, I think that's about it. I think it's just the end of the world.
Ah, come on, we're on the case. The world's in good hands.
As you're
Rufus just looks to the
I'm
rest of the
pretty-
party and like, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I've included myself in this. We are not in good hands.
I'm pretty sure the only reason why I'm not freaking out is because all of you have essentially irreparably scarred me.
Well, glad we could toughen you up.
Rufus
That's a
just
good
gives.
thing.
Rufus just catches Mage Hand and just pats him on the top of the head. There. Everything will be a-okay.
Is that before or after the trial that might imprison me for 20 years, or before or after the world-ending demon?
Well, on the plus side, Lyron, at worst, you can only have to worry about one of those things.
That's a very negative positive you found in that.
does have a point. What? If one problem's solved, then you only have one problem left to deal with.
And if the other problem, and one problem doesn't get solved, then it does the other one doesn't ever comes up anyways.
He does bring up a point. A good point.
It's still a very negative positive.
Very Rocco thing to say.
Exactly.
Don't worry, if the pain will end eventually when you die, says the doctor.
Well, once the girls get back there, we'll have to get the goats and head off and go find our sores in our heads, and then go find aspect of ice thing, and then defeat the aspect of fire, and is apparently a horde of fire elemental demons. Should be fun. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, let's just hope it goes that way. I'm just kind of worried that we're kind of maybe pushing our luck too much. We've gone through a lot, and here we go again, just jumping back into the fire, I guess.
Well, I mean, we either jump into it or it comes towards us.
Yeah. I prefer it's neither, to be honest, but... Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice. I mean, in theory, we could always just flee the country.
That is an option, but I kind of feel like there'd be a nagging feeling in the back of my head that I didn't do anything.
Don't
So,
you mean the
I guess-
deaths of literal millions would bother you in the end, Rufus?
Is there actually millions here? I'm curious. Nah, it's more just it's. I think it's closer to thousands. That worries me less. I'm just kidding.
Sorry,
But,
Michael. What were you gonna say?
No, like it. Yeah, it the population of Humblewood is total, like, it's not a very large region, but you're probably looking at least 1 million people make their home here, if not a bit more.
Oh yeah, just a singular million. My mistake. No us.
A small price to pay for our freedom.
At least until
Yeah,
the
but,
seas bubble over and the thing chases us down.
It becomes the aspect of Steam. It gains the ability to talk. It's like, yarr! You be thinking you can get away from me.
Just the aspect of Steam. All I think picture is just the cloud from Moss.
All I can picture is just Gabe Newell's face. The aspect of Steam.
Well, it's been
and then just a 75% off right to the side of that. And
our
a
party
small green label.
our party escapes, and like 10 years later, you see Gabe Newell's face and Steam just coming towards us. Well, it's been about 9 years, and we hope it's been worth it.
Humblewood 3.
It's one way to end the Humblewood campaign is just let the whole place burn down.
Well, that was the end of the module. Did I say that?
You abandoned Tutu and Casa, and they somehow saved the world.
Tutu forgot what she did.
I like to think if we don't save the world, the Humblewood guide actually ignites on fire.
Please don't. I really hope it doesn't, because like, I pay good money for that, and also I don't want it to burn my house down.
Also, it's on your computer, so
It's like
just
it's our version of the
ground.
never-ending story. What we do actually affects the book.
Listen, if that were true, this book would be soaked cover to cover in blood. Like,
It would also just be like one of those really dumb stickers you get from the doctor's office with just a rubber duck on it, just plastered on the front.
yes.
But with the recycled, but show that it's made from recycled material.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, look. And a dead feather from Varen just sticking on top of it as a bookmark.
Yep.
Anyway, so I guess we can get back. So, Laura, just so you know, we got the wizard stuff taken care of, and oh.
Laura. It was really nice to know, Laura.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Laura, we were just taking.
Can you speak?
Obviously not. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. It works. Okay.
You are incorrect, madam.
I know you were just being sarcastic there for a second, but you're like, oh wait, no, you can hear me. Shit.
In the famous words of Mr. Popo, oh dear, a woman who doesn't know any better.
Gonna kill you.
Oh my, that was funny. That's the I don't think anyone can hear what I'm saying talk, and that's ow. Hey, Laura, I'm hurt.
Christ.
So to catch you up on what's happened, Spark Note summary. Essentially, the party made a compromise with the council, as the council's going to be basically putting tattoos similar to how they did with Lyran to monitor Oswald, to make sure if he's doing anything kind of fucky, they can track him down and, you know, more or less disable him with pain. You and Casa have been out for lunch. And the council also informed you that the Scorching Grove is very quickly spreading closer and closer to Elderheart.
F. No time to. Oh well.
We will jump to you for a minute, as you and Casa are still out, as you guys have been out and about, enjoying your lunch. Casa stops for a moment and goes, and just, actually, you know what? Yeah, Casa stops for a moment and kind of, like, seems to talk to herself for a moment. And then she says, hey, Tutu, we gotta head down to Roko's church. Apparently the guys want to meet up there. We should probably get going then.
Huh. All right. When'd you find that out?
Just now. Rufus just beamed that into my head. It's kind of unnerving, actually, knowing he can do that.
Neat.
Right?
All right, off we go. And Tutu will follow directions like a good little mouse.
What? No, no, Costa's been there before. Okay. I had to think for a moment. I'm like, wait, do either of you know where?
Both of them met Roko.
Yeah,
literally, it was the first place they hit.
Yeah. No, I know. I remember. As you are moving along, Tutu, can you make me a perception check?
No, I cannot. Can you make me a perception check with Tutu? Sorry. Let me get on my.
I will make your perception check for you.
Thank you.
Tutu. There we go. And perception. Oh, I forgot you had proficiency in this. 21.
Nice.
All right.
And that is no matter what character I make, I will give them proficiency in perception because it is a very important skill. So.
It's one of the best skills in the game. I think it's
Exactly.
one of the most used ones.
Yep.
So
That's why I'd never take it.
I know who needs that perception, right?
No, it's just funnier because then your DM can just like surprise you with shit.
I know. It's great. But anyway, Tutu, as you are passing along, you're making your way through the treetop, or not the treetop. You're making your way through the trunk market as you hear a voice crying out, saying, "Yes, come on in. I read fortunes and tell the future for any who are interested." As you see this, as you look over, you see what this seems to be this hedge woman. She seems to be kind of an older lady, but she seems to have a very friendly demeanor. She's got what seems to be this nice sort of like kind of crown of like kind of these like thick hardy leaves, and has a lot of like dangly shiny jewelry around her neck and hanging from her ears. As she's kind of like bidding people welcome into her little hovel, though not many seem to heed her or take mind.
And then Tutu and Cosette are transported into Eric's Strat campaign. This was a crossover event all along.
All right, Jordan, take it away.
Who will just, out of morbid curiosity and perhaps a bit of ADD, just wander in.
Casa goes, "Oh, wait, where are you? Oh, okay." She just kind of starts following. You wander into this shop, and it's fairly, it's crowd. It's weird because you figure a place like this would be very dusty, but it's actually like as cluttered and cramped as it is. It's not very dusty at all. It seems like this place has been established long. As you see, see this.
A judicial use of the unseen servant plus prestidigitation, Lyran approves.
As you kind of like are walking into this shop, kind of following this woman as she's kind of like walking in, you kind of see like this table, and in one corner of the room you see this large cauldron that's kind of like shaped like a snail shell, and you see this like very large beetle kind of like walking around, kind of like walking up next to her, and kind of like rubbing itself against her leg like a cat.
When you say a large beetle, are we talking like cat-sized beetle?
We're talking about maybe like, it'd be considered a tiny creature. We're talking about probably like 1 foot across.
Oh god. Tutu may just regard it blankly, but I, Laura, am fucking horrified by that. Thank you.
As she kind of like leans down and kind of like pats the beetle and kind of like pets it a little bit. She turns around and says, welcome. It's a pleasure to see a new face in here, too, in fact. How may I be of assistance to you, my friends? I am Susan the Seer.
Hi. How'd you get your beetle to be so big?
This is my familiar. He has been with me for some time, and, well, a little bit of magic, a little bit of sugar in his water, and some protein in his food. Does some wonders.
Neat.
But come. You wish to have a... Are you interested in a fortune? I have not been in town very long, but I'm here to service the people of Elderheart for a time.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. I don't know. I don't. How much you charge?
She kind of looks you up and down, says, "You seem as though you may have a great destiny before you, so I shall only charge you a silver."
I mean, if I were gonna fortune tell a great destiny, I'd be charging gold out the ears. But sure.
Well, I am a nice witch, and I am not any thief. Come, sit.
I can just hear Cosette saying, "Oh, too bad." Anyway, Tutu will sit.
She says, "Now wait one moment." She starts kind of like, she goes over to the snail cauldron and she starts chucking a bunch of like what seems like to you random shit. And you can hear her kind of mutter words underneath her breath as her beetle kind of like with a jar kind of like on top of it crawls over. She says, "Ah, thank you," as she picks it up and kind of like taps in what seems to be like these small, like almost marble-sized eyes. Taps a couple in, puts it back on the beetle, and she's just stirring away at her cauldron. It takes her a couple minutes, but she says, "All right."
Hey, do you know a cat lady? You kind of sound like her. Runs a shop somewhere above? Probably.
I am not familiar, but please, if you what is her name?
Me? Tutu.
Oh,
Or her.
no.
I don't know her name.
Oh, alright then.
Shouldn't you be able to figure that out? You know, fortune tell it.
The future, not the past. But I haven't yet finished, have I? And she kind of turns around and goes back to what she was doing. It takes a couple more minutes, but eventually she says, "Ah, excellent." And you can see her take a wooden bowl and kind of like fill it with this sort of like yellowish green kind of like foggy liquid. It's very interesting looking. And she comes and sits at the table. Now I
Wait.
just
Sorry, go on.
Now I just need something of yours. As you can see her take what seemed to be a small pair of scissors. Would you mind if I took a bit of fur or a nail?
Fur.
Alright. Anyway, in particular, I don't want to ruin your style.
I could not care less.
Very well. She goes over and just kind of like side of the cheek, kind of like snips a little fur off and pours it into this concoction. Takes a small spoon, stirs it a bit more. Says, "One moment." She then picks the bowl up, and you can see her start drinking this weird concoction.
That was not what I expected her to do. Fascinating. Okay.
As she pauses for a moment, you can see her eyes kind of glaze over for a minute. She says, "I see in your future excitement, fire, pain, and a call from your past to which you do not remember. Though you will find it, and when you do, you will be, in a way, restored." As her eyes return back to their normal sort of darker selves. She kind of shakes her head and goes, "Oh, that was quite a vision. Very interesting, very foggy. Usually they're a lot more clear than that. Many
Huh.
paths could await you, it seems. I hope you find one that is most pleasant."
I mean, I'll give you this. You're more interesting than that college professor guy.
Oh, those if you are referring to those at the avium, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes, they tend to focus on controlling their fate. I simply connect to the world to see what lies before you, and the many branches and paths that your tree of life could reach to. It is a lot easier when you allow the world to tell you rather than to force a vision to yourself.
Hmm.
Oh, so I have found. Anyway.
Mhm. Neat. Eh. I mean, cool, I guess. When I did this, I just kind of acted, and someone bought it. I don't remember who, but they bought it. It's kind of fun.
There are many charlatans who would be able to convince people that they can see the ever-twisting paths of fate, but not many can actually do it. Be careful if you seek this service out in the future from another.
You'd be careful? Or you telling me to be careful? Why is that?
Oh, many would con you for every coin if they could, should you let them. And not to give you a natural service in return, but theatrics.
Tutu looks over at Cosset and like taps her nose for a second. Not that Cosset is here to see that, but just because. Hey, thanks. Here's a silver. Is this the kind of thing you tip for? Probably. Tutu will pass her 2 silver.
She takes the coin and she says, "Thank you. That's very much appreciated." And she kind of like, as her little beetle kind of like crawls up between you two with a jar with coins in it, as she just kind of plucks both of them in. "Thank you." As it kind of like walks back behind the counter.
My beetle is bigger than my head.
I raised him right.
What's your name, by the way? I'm not going to remember it, but she will.
Oh. I am Susan Lucia.
Thanks. Take it easy.
She gives a nod and says, "A pleasant day to you."
You too. She's just gonna wander out. Probably very rapidly, forgetting this entire interaction.
Yep.
But
Cosset's like, how was it? What, did you get your fortune read?
yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I did get it read.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, we gotta go. What's it? I feel like it had something to do with Roko.
Oh yeah, we're heading down to the church, remember? Never mind.
I mean,
Poor choice of words. Go on. And she just kind of like starts wandering down that way.
yep. Two will follow.
Is that so? As Roko, Lion, Ian, and Rufus, as you are all finishing up your conversation where it left off, eventually a familiar Jervine and Strig walk into the building.
Oh, good. I thought the spell didn't work.
Didn't you get a reply?
Yeah, well, could have been muffled. I don't know. Maybe I was worried that I misspoke or something. I don't know. The spell. I just learned the spell, so I was worried that it didn't work.
Oh
properly.
no, I heard you loud and clear.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Speaking of the
Where?
devil.
Hello.
Speak of the devil.
Hello.
All right. Rapid recap. Spark notes. Here we go. So, basically, Rufus and Lyran had a meeting with the council, to which they reached a compromise with Oswald's condition. He is now getting a tattoo, to which the council can then monitor what kind of his magic, and if anything seems suspect, they are going to more or less threaten. They are going to more or less do what they threatened to do with Lyran and necromancy. To which time, as this very painful procedure is going underway, the boys had decided to have everyone meet up at Roko's church, and you and Tutu had stopped in to go see a seer that was advertising her services in the Tree Trunk Market, to which Tutu had her fortune read.
Ooh.
It was surprisingly accurate, but it doesn't sound like Cosette went in with her, so none of them are ever going to remember this.
I mean, we could just backstep like a little bit. It wasn't too far back. It was like 5 minutes, so we could backstep if you want.
It was basically just if Cosette would have gone in, it would have been, you're gonna remember your past, but I don't remember much of it, and I can't see much of it. Also, there's gonna be a lot of fire.
That much of a prediction. There's going to be a lot of fire for everybody soon.
Oh, yes.
But she does offer her services for a silver.
Yep.
Ooh.
Would Cosette like her fortune told?
May as well.
To set the scene again, it's a smaller shop. It seems fairly clean. However, it is cluttered. This hedge woman seems to have this kind of like leaf crown around her head with these thick leaves. She is kind of wearing these sort of like long sort of like robes. As she has sort of a lot of like jewelry hanging around her neck and her ears. And she has this. She has a table which you're all sitting at, and this large nail cauldron, kind of in the corner, to which you saw her pour a bunch of stuff in to make something. And when she did, she asked Tutu for a bit of her fur, to which she then poured into this concoction she made and then drank it, and then gave a fortune to Tutu. She has introduced herself as Susan the Seer. And she has told you she has only recently moved to Elderheart and offer her services.
Exciting.
And you, my strict friend, would you like your fortune read as well?
I certainly would.
Very well. Give me a couple minutes as she goes back to her nail cauldron. As there's much liquid in there, she just kind of takes the bowl again. She takes a different bowl, scoops some of this liquid out, and she says, may I have a small tuft of your feathers, or perhaps a talon?
Yeah, let me help you out right there. Plucks out a feather off of her arm and drops it into the potion.
Thank you. And she kind of like mixes it in.
Let me know how I taste.
I would, but there's a lot more potent things in here than you.
Oh,
But
Didn't we have this conversation, like, not that long ago? I feel like we did.
well, I was wondering how you taste, Tutu.
Oh. Oh, that was it. Okay.
I feel like there may be subtext here. As she's done, just drinks this bowl.
Jesus.
A moment passes, and once again, her eyes go cloudy as she begins to speak, and she says, a fair adventure in front of you. Once more I see fire. Lots of it. I see in your future pain, but also peace. You will find something important to you soon.
Wonder what that could be.
As her eyes go back to normal, she says, "Oh, again, a foggy future for you. It just means you have ever-branching destinies in front of you.
Well,
I
the peace doesn't mean I die in that fire.
Maybe. Maybe not. I am not certain.
Well, only the future will tell.
Indeed. Though I did sense something else there. I could not tell, but a malicious presence. I know not what it is, but I would be careful.
I could think of a number of things that could be.
But I hope none come to get you.
Well, thanks for the fortune, lady.
Oh, and she kind of like taps the table.
Oh, right. I hand her a coin.
Alright, you hand her a silver piece. Her beetle, her 1 foot long beetle just comes up with a jar on its back again. Seeing, looking down at it, it looks a little tired at this point. It seems to have been doing a lot of walking around and carrying stuff as she just kind of takes the coin and
Well, hello there, little fella. Aren't you cute?
he's adorable, is he not?
Absolutely.
He has been my companion for longer than I can remember.
Wowee. Quite a nifty pet.
Indeed. Now, unless there's anything else, I think I shall bid you farewell.
Yeah, I think that'll be all. I'll be seeing you then.
I will see you as well. As she kind of like, well, she doesn't really do anything. She's just sitting there, kind of waiting for you all to leave.
Exits the building.
Pursued by a bear.
Like, no! Not malice presence! But anyway, But no, you guys make your way to Roko's church, and now you guys enter the room with everyone.
Or fuck name, please, Rufus. Going, did the spell not work? Did I fuck the spell?
Yeah, it's okay, Rufus. We all got it.
Yeah, Andy's gone. He's still connecting.
Wait, what?
He's resetting
Oh.
his internet because his fucking Discord was messing up.
Well, in any case, we got everything we need. We're just waiting on our tattooing companion, and then we'll get on the goats and get the hell out of here. Time's on the essence, people.
Has it been an hour, Michael?
Yeah, I'll say by the time they get in, it has been about an hour.
What were you guys doing that took that long to get here?
We got our fortunes told.
Really?
Apparently there's a lot of fire in our near future.
I think there's a lot of fire in everybody's near future.
Yeah.
I think you got scammed. As a bit of an expert on the field.
Scamming your fortunes.
Well, I don't read fortunes, I just know the future and can influence it.
So scamming your fortunes.
She did have a very cute pet beetle.
Ah, any good?
What's that?
Was it any good?
The beetle?
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't eat it.
Oh.
Well, that seems like a missed opportunity. I cast enlarge on my familiar. I go tell it to eat the beetle.
God.
You bastard.
I think
No, I'm
Roko's
kidding.
just shocked that Cosette saw a beetle she didn't eat.
God.
Either
I
way,
wouldn't
I
be
go
playing
outside, I
insects.
cast.
Hmm?
I cast fly. I go up. I collect our second necromancer. I use Featherfall to go back down. With the three of us.
All right. So hold on. Point of order before we continue. Can I have one of the men sitting at the table? Can I have one of you make me an intelligence check real quick?
Sure thing. No, I'm not.
Sure thing. No, I am.
You want to
great
chrono
such.
shift that?
Can't.
He's out.
Ah,
He
He
chrono
spent
shifts
it-
for our dinner.
Yeah.
guys, can't you wait for us to? Michael literally brought the person we need to go see to the town, and the one person who caught their name already forgot it. Huh,
Yeah. F.
big F.
I've been waiting for someone to realize that. I wasn't sure if you guys were just missing that.
Oh no! I realized the moment you. Oh, Hedgewoman's here. It's like I just haven't been saying anything.
God.
The one person who caught the name was Tutu. And Tutu forgot it. Cosset never asked.
No, Casa would have gotten it.
Would
That
Cosset
really-
realize that it's the same person we're going to go see?
The name was mentioned to you. You do know you were looking for a Susan who fits that description.
Who's in the hedge?
I mean, to be fair, neither one of them have metters, so they wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, no.
That's
you-
what I'm saying. Like
They only have a broad they only have a description. They only know they're going to see a Susan.
Tutu did not fucking remember that, I'll tell you that much.
So, any good with the fortune teller anyways?
Any good with the what?
How was the fortune? Oh, never mind, Toto.
whoosh.
Oh, she had a really. The beetle was cute, and she kind of sounded like that one, the one shopkeeper, who we show up. Is Susan the shopkeeper? She sounded like Susan.
Sounded like Susan.
Yeah, that cat lady shopkeeper.
Ellison.
That's Alyssa.
Yeah, no.
Susan's the hedge witch we're looking for.
Fortune teller was a hedge. What a coincidence.
Oh, is it that rare? We got a hedge right next to us after all.
Hedges
And
everywhere you
backstory
look.
about that.
This is where we do the convoluted dance of figuring it out roleplay. With the two people who have never met the character and everyone else who's met the character.
Griffiths didn't meet the character.
Nope, not yet.
I'm trying so hard to.
No! If we go all the way there and have to come all the way back, it's fine. I won't be mad at all.
So did this fortune teller tell you anything interesting? Apart from fire?
Our futures are very foggy. Seem very vague.
Was that fog
Yeah.
or smoke from the fire?
What sort of
Something
use?
about,
How much did you pay for this?
oh, just a silver.
Sounds like you got gypped.
Let's see, what else? We would have peace afterwards.
That's
said
not
I
a good sign.
She said I was gonna remember things, but you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. Her beetle was cute though.
I mean, occasionally you remember things.
Yeah.
Just at random.
Something
Yeah.
about shady characters in my future. But
Rocco just
that could be
looks
just about
around.
anyone I know.
Yes, Rocco looks around at the party.
Don't know who that could be.
I don't know, I think that refers to the council. At this point, I am starting to lose trust.
No kidding.
Right.
Well, how far was this fortune teller from here?
Oh.
DM,
Tree
how
trunk
far was
market.
it?
Tree trunk market from the roots would probably be about an hour's walk.
I guess we could.
Oh,
Headed on the way past, going to pick up our wizard.
I was kind of gonna bring them with flying just to expedite the process. At this point, I kind of don't want to make that suggestion, but I already
God.
This is gonna be funny.
Just everyone walks into the cart, realizes the same person. We all just turn and stare at the
just give me 5 minutes. I'll bring them here promptly. I fly off.
All right, so you get above ground to the above the roots. You step outside Elohart, cast fly on yourself, and Superman, whee, up to the top.
Actually, guys, I just had a realization. With all these refugees, do we even know if the town's still there?
We could probably ask the council or something. Maybe they have spies there.
I don't know.
Maybe we could ask the refugees if their town's still there.
Yeah, let me know if the refugees are from there.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure there's refugees in Roko's church, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Roko will just walk out. What's the name of the town we were going to again? I don't have the world map, so I can't remember.
The Winnowing Reach.
Hey, anybody here from Winnowing Reach?
Yo!
As you kind of like slam your door open to shout that out to the converts here, you see kind of like one map patch fellow. He's like, not from that place, but kind of around it.
Hey, so did you see if it was still there when you left, or what's going on in that area?
Yeah, it's still there. A lot of folks are getting a bit nervous with everything going on, but it's still there.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's still there.
And as you all continue to discuss this, Lyran, you make your way to the council's room. As you're like flying up, you kind of hear as you're kind of flying up, you hear kind of like the tail end of what seems to be very familiar sounding screaming.
I wonder if we're on the good side here. Jesus.
As you walk in, you can kind of see the receptionist. She seems to have had cotton in her ears. She looked at you and just kind of goes, "Yeah, just go inside."
I nod. I go in.
You go in and you can see a very familiar gentleman packing up his tools as he says, "All right, just send it to my office like usual." As he kind of like packs up his stuff and starts, he passes you on his way out and goes, "Oh, hey, good to see you again." As he kind of just taps you on the side as he exits the building.
Howdy.
There you can see Oswald kind of like shirtless, sitting kind of like on a chair, leaning against the back of the chair, with a big chunk of his feathers missing from his back. As you're going to see a very familiar tattoo, though it does seem to have some variation to it. As you walk in, Oswald looks at you and says, "Just in time. Are we leaving now?"
Yes.
Very well. Up in, if you would please, get your stuff. Oh, as he just kind of like grabs his clothes and just kind of quickly puts them on. All right. Where are we meeting them all?
Roots.
Kind of gives a nod, looks at the council, says, "I bid you farewell, O great and wise council." As they all just kind of, no one really says anything. You can see kind of like you can see a kind of uncomfortable look on Lima Lux Ludima and Beta.
Yeah.
As they kind of have witnessed this, but no one really says anything. and you all kind of like, you, Ruffian, and Oswald leave the premises.
Okay, well, this shouldn't be that much of a shock to Oswald, but Ruffian, we are gonna need to jump from the tree. Have fun with that knowledge.
I mean, that's not really an issue for me. And he kind of like holds out his arms and gestures to his feathers.
Wait, wasn't Ruffian? Oh yeah, right. He was
Ruffian
a
is
thing.
Strig.
Yeah, I just realized that. I always pictured him as a Jerbine for some reason. Probably the size.
Yeah, he is very small for a Strig. He is a small sized creature.
Okay, well, just making sure. And we go and we jump off.
You jump off as both Ruffian and Oswald kind of spread their arms, and as they glide, you cast your spell and feather fall the way down, eventually landing at the base of Elderheart, walking in and making your way to the roots.
Well, considering that's going to take like at least 20 minutes, Roko's got one other thing he wants to say.
All right.
Roko,
You know, I just realized something. We're about to leave an area with a bunch of fire demons trying to ravage and kill everybody. And I'm pretty sure 2 of our casters just blew all their best magic spells. Maybe we should spend the night after all.
Probably a good idea.
Trying to salvage this.
yes.
You have no.
To be fair, Roko would know that it takes us at least 2 days to go to the first city that we're going to.
Yes, but that's not the reason. It's that there are monsters roaming the woods and we're blowing away our magic. We
Yes,
already
but I
ran
have
into some
arcane
fire demons.
recovery.
Yes, but Narbard doesn't.
That doesn't matter, it's the bar.
I mean-
who cares? He can seduce the things.
Unfortunately, the only thing I can do with my 3rd level spell slot is maybe cast a higher level Dissonant Whispers or Scenting, so not really much loss, to be honest.
We can communicate with the fire.
Yes, via telepathically.
You,
Only
you,
my
just send
words, though.
you send a message to the aspect of fire, being like, "Hey, please don't burn down our home." Thanks.
Actually, I realize what I can do. I fucking figured out how to solve it.
You know what? Probably a good idea. We should give some news.
I was wondering when one of you was going to do this. I'm kind of disappointed though, because I did want you. I was kind of excited for you all to go to the Winning Reach, find nothing, and go, "Damn it!"
You know what? We would have just
Said, okay, guys, let's get on the boat. The fucking world's over. We're done. We tried.
Yeah, no.
we would have just let the world burn, Michael, because we would have no idea where to look.
No, because then you would have thought, "Oh, maybe we should have called her first."
Yeah,
God.
but Roko's like,
Hey, Susan, we're coming to come see you, by the way. It's Rocco. World's gonna end. We need some advice.
There's a moment's pause. She says, "Oh, it's good to hear from you, my friend. It's been some time. Yes, I'd love to see you. It's been quite a while. I hope you brought some ingredients for me to make some potions out of for you. I haven't forgotten the deal we've made.
25 words are up.
There's your limit.
For the love of Pete, what sort of useless...
so she wouldn't even bother to tell us that, oh no, I'm not actually from here. So I guess Michael wants us to leave.
Yeah,
She
see,
would
here's the
know how
thing.
the spell would work. She's a fucking
Man.
caster.
Man, Michael
No, no, no,
railroading us to just go to Winnowing Reach and come back, dude.
You know what?
Can't
Screw
love
it. We're not going to Willow Reach, guys. We're just getting on a boat and leaving. We're going to burn the campaign right here now.
Hold on, give me a
We're gonna-
second.
She's a
No,
bloody
here's what we do. We actively burn it. We take some blowtorches and we just burn down the tree ourselves.
Yeah, at this point, we're just going to let the world burn.
Give me a second. I wasn't done
Love
yet.
it. On the path to salvage it. Just like, gonna do this whole long spiel over the 25-word limit.
Give me a moment. I wasn't done yet. Let me see your character sheet real quick, because I don't know if he actually knows how that spell works. Yeah, no, she doesn't.
Ascending
She does-
warlocks have sending spells. Like they'd have the access to it at least.
No, they don't.
I thought
No.
no, I thought
Warlocks
warlocks
don't.
did.
Sending is not on the warlock list. No.
Not my mistake.
No.
That'd be a terrible spell for a warlock to have.
Dude, you have no idea.
Well, I guess so.
One of-
I guess she's home since she didn't say anything otherwise.
And then we'll just go there and blow up the world. And then when we're not fighting, we're just gonna go on a boat and we're just gonna let the world burn, Michael. I don't care at this point. We're letting the world burn. Campaign is over.
I rolled to see if she would think to say that she's in Elderheart, but
Michael, you do realize that we've been sitting here for like 10, 15 minutes now trying to salvage it?
And you just blew, and
And
we
we-
salvage it and you blow it. So we're gonna let the world burn now, Michael. We're done. We're just gonna let the world burn. We're done. We'll start the boat campaign. Good way to get on the ship. Everybody's dead. We tried.
Titu's going to look at Oswald and go, "Hey, Wave Knight, you want your fortune told?"
How can we get on a boat if there is no water anymore?
what
It
did
all
they do?
evaporated.
What'd you say?
"Hey, Wave Knight, you want your fortune told?" Looking at
Wait.
Oswald.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so. Do you?
I
I'm not-
feel like we have urgent things to do. With all the respect.
Out of curiosity, where'd you go?
Somewhere in the marketplace, lady. She had a beetle. Edge. Her name was either Lisa or Susan? That might have been it.
Oswald
now-
and Ruffian just kind of share a glance.
No, Oswald now rolls an intelligence check with advantage and rolls 2 nat 1s and we go to Winnowing Reach, right, Michael?
You know what? Give me a second.
Oh my god, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Do it, do it.
Dude,
Let's-
dude,
let's burn
dude,
the
in this
world.
dude, think of it this way. He's the one shooting himself in the foot if he does. I'm the one giving him the ammo. It's his choice if he shoots himself in the foot.
He rolled a 22.
There you go. Beautiful.
It's a real shame that I can't chrono shift that. I'm really sad.
You would have chrono shifted that. I would have flown to a Bulgarian beating your ass.
You would have flown to Barovia to beat my
Listen! This entire thing has made me about as smart as Ian, dude. Like, I'm fried.
But
Local Barovian man.
anyway,
Too sad to die.
but Oswald and Ruffian just kind of look at each other and go like, "Do you mean is?" Oswald just says, "One moment," as he also casts Sending, and he just
She's
says,
gonna fuck it up again.
and he's gonna say, "Susan, it's been a while. Where are you?" Uh-huh. And he just kind of like, as he's like sitting down, he just like head against table. looks at Lyran, Rufus and says, "Very glad you got me my magic back."
What's going on?
That's probably the most forgetful seer I've ever met, is what she is.
Well, we figured that no point in you coming along without being able to. We didn't really want to babysit it too much.
Okay, before we get along, what's happening?
She's here.
What do you
She's
mean
here.
she's here?
She's here.
I thought her whole shtick was she wanted to live in the woods by herself when she comes to the most populated city in the world?
I don't know.
She did say she moved in recently.
Rocco does that Stewie head turn.
Ian,
well,
Ian, for the first time ever, face palms at Tutu's stupidity. Which is a genuine insult from Ian.
This right
He
here.
just
The,
looked. Oh my god.
Exactly what you're talking about.
I know, just for those who didn't, just the.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Jesus.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to go in the thing and for Roko to give a tirade to fucking Susan for not saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm here now."
Yeah, he's gonna give her an earful.
Ruffian just pops up and he says, "We're fucked."
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking we're better off on a boat.
Ah, you dragged me into this crap. You ain't leaving until we're done.
I didn't realize your goddamn earlier party was insane. Let's get her.
I just want to acknowledge out of the game the irony of Roko saying that of all people.
I want to acknowledge out of game the irony of Michael having a fun encounter with the one forgetful character and the one who didn't ask the character's name, and the two who didn't meet the character, so they'd never know. That's the funniest part.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, no one ever asked. No one. I thought for a moment like no one called her. Who was gonna call her? It was gonna be a thing. But anyway,
I actually kind of forgot Roko met her for the call ahead. Mind you, once we de-wizardified the wizard, he could have called her at any time too.
but anyway, well, you guys seem confident. You knew where you were going.
Well,
Anyway,
Roko's gonna give her she better have a damn good explanation why she decided to move out of her I want to be in the woods alone to the biggest city in the world.
so you all march up to the treetop district. Cosset leading the way, you lead them to a quaint little shop in the middle of all this hustle and bustle. You can see flowers kind of strewn across the door. It's nice. It's a very cozy looking place. What do?
Roko just kicks down the door.
God damn it, Susan! Why couldn't you? You think us coming out of the world? You wouldn't have mentioned you weren't here at home.
She kind of like is sitting at the table and just kind of like with a cup of tea. Doesn't really relax much to you kicking open the door and just kind of looks at you like, oh, there you are. I was wondering when you get here. And she just takes a sip.
Just see Roko's finger twitching.
We truly are fucked, aren't we?
I cast enlarge on my eagle. Eat the bug.
But she looks at you, all of you. It's like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Also pointed out that made it clear that I forgot to tell you where I was. Surprise! I moved.
Why is a person who wanted to live in the woods by herself, away from everybody, now in the largest city in the world?
Two very good reasons. One, I ran out of money.
It's a very good reason.
You live in the forest by... What did you spend it on?
She kind of pauses for a moment, and then she says, various ingredients for my potions and divination rituals.
What, you mean like the last one that you summoned a demon from?
Oswald and Ruffian just kind of steely head turned to her.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, that didn't turn out as I expected. I will admit.
No kidding.
But the second reason I'm here, I felt the pull of destiny sort of calling me here for some reason. I don't know why, but while I'm here, might as well make a profit.
So the pool of destiny called you here beyond your reason, but it didn't tell you to tell us where you were.
Should have done your own fortune.
Strange thing about fortune telling this way. You see other people's fates, but not your own.
Have you also heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Shut the fuck up.
What a fucking reference!
Yeah, give that man
He was
inspiration.
a divination wizard. He could tell the fortunes of other people, but not his own.
I vote to give that man inspiration.
You know what? Granted.
Already have inspiration.
In any case, we need your help, though at this point I wonder how much use it's gonna be.
Now, what is it that you are seeking to know?
The tragedy of that.
Shut up. Stop.
We need to find the Shard of Borealis.
Let me see here.
And an original copy of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Oh, I actually have that in the back if you want.
Oh, how much will that run me?
About 1,000 gold.
Alright, guys, let's pool the money together. Gotta be a few spells in there. At
I'm
least.
kidding. Anyway.
Who's this Dark Plagueis guy?
Very important individual.
Yes.
Here's a plot device.
Anyway, she says, alright. She kind of looks at Oswald and Ruffian and is like, out of curiosity, how important is this? They both just kind of say in unison, very. And then Ruffian kind of looks a little annoyed that he said that in unison, but shakes it off. She goes, alright. Yep, everyone sit down.
By the way, I wasn't kidding. My hawk is chasing Beetle across the room.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Alright, so as your hawk is going after her beetle, the beetle's just kind of like I like to imagine this has all been happening in the background. She just hasn't noticed until
The
eventually
Tom
she
and
turns around and
Jerry
says,
moment.
yeah, exactly. And eventually she just goes, hey, no! As she kind of like seems to like grab a broom and starts swatting at it. It's like, ah, is this one of yours?
I look at the corner. I say nothing.
For the
Get it?
love of...
Get it out before I blast it.
I still say nothing, but I ready an action.
One, two, as the energy starts to form around her hand. 3.
Ian's just gonna grab the fucking bird.
All right.
I dimension. I dematerialize the bird. 3.
But yeah, as you go to grab it, it just turns to smoke as she. Yep, as the eldritch energy just sort of fizzles out. Thank you. Now come along, everyone, sit down. As you can see her kind of like start to pull her shell cauldron kind of closer to you all. Alright. Now, if you would all join hands.
Okay.
I hope you washed.
We join hands.
We join hands and
Join hand.
I guess.
Red Rover sends whoever over, I don't know.
Tattoo. Oh my god. Tattoo will fucking grab Ian's hand.
Can she reach?
That's the fun part.
Ian's sitting on a chair while Tutu's standing on it.
She just picked up and she's kind of just dangling between two people.
Like a child
my
being
God.
swung by their parents.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
I like to imagine it's just Ian and Costa, the two tallest people in the party, just and then Tutu just dangling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gives you a little swing.
This campaign is nothing but laughs.
Yeah.
Anyway. So as she places this snail cauldron kind of in the middle of the circle you have formed. You see the hedge witch starts circling her cauldron, picking handfuls of hanging herbs and small desiccated creatures from around this little alcove of building, and plopping them into the brew. Her beetle familiar, Normal, assists in this task as he drops off shriveled tentacles into the cauldron as she chuckles. Starfish. Starfish. Visions as clear as midsummer night. As the witch murmurs an incantation over the brew, and then, satisfied with her work, she grabs a bowl and portions out a bit of the liquid, blowing it cool, then drinking it. As she does, you see her pupils start to dilate until they turn black this time. They appear to contain stars and constellations. For a moment, she seems far away. Then her eyes return to normal, and she regains her senses. As she just says, "Huh, what's a vision? So many possible futures. It's very hard to keep track of." And you can see her she kind of like steps out of the circle and towards a bookshelf. I saw one great being kept in check by another, an endless dance of ice and fire. This is exciting. She seems to pull a tome from the shelf, and she's starting to like rifle through it. And she says, "The Borealis, it wants to unite with the flames. It is barred behind a door of cinders to which only the tenders have a key. To reach it, you must find this." As she pulls out what seems to be a page that she's looking for. You see the illustration of some sort of plant. If any of you are proficient in nature survival, you easily recognize this. This is a skyleaf. It is a type of leafy vine that grows around the taller trees of Humblewood. She says to you, "I do not know why, but this skyleaf, it is a key to accessing the Borealis. I do not know why, but this artifact, I have seen it. It is in Humblewood, but I do not know exactly where."
But the sky leaves a tweet as a hint.
It is a key of sorts. You need it. I think you physically need one.
You
But-
need a sky leaf.
But I believe there is someone else who may hold another key, in a way. Knowledge. Knowledge is the key. That sort of thing. There's someone here in another hut that I think you should speak with. Someone I sense you are familiar with. A tender.
Okay.
But on the skyleaf. I know of a place to the northwest of here, towards the Scorching Grove, that is about a day and a half's travel from Elderheart. Go there, retrieve the skyleaf, and then you should have what you need to find the Borealis, though, at least physically. Though, its resting location, that knowledge lies with someone else.
Great. Any idea who?
I can only tell, from what I saw, I can only tell that a tender is involved.
Great.
I have a
The
question.
tender we're familiar with, so that's either the head tender, that one weird tender that fell out of the sky, or the one tender that we escorted to the Scorching Grove and back again. It's a short list, luckily.
Yes,
So
how have you...
let's leave the falling tender for last and go to the head tender as we know where he is.
Okay.
To be
Be
fair,
careful, though.
yeah, be careful.
Yes, I did see visions of fire, though. I know. I saw visions of fire, but also of a great cold. Of an ending. I don't know what it means, but I wish you safety in whatever you are doing.
I choose to believe that after the hot pot meal, we will be having ice cream. I start leaving.
Alright. You start leaving.
Oh boy.
Alright, as you all gather your things, you head out.
So we gotta go find a head tender, right?
That is correct.
What's his name again, Michael? I don't know if I wrote that one down.
Apple of the Moon.
But just before that, we leave. I go Gusty. I summon my familiar, Wind Blast.
What are you
Yes,
one
use that.
I attempt to kill her familiar. We are having a Pokemon battle.
You really?
I mean, it's 10 gold. Fuck it.
I don't think that's a familiar.
Well, mine's a familiar.
Alright, so can you link the spell?
What? No, it's not a spell.
He's making it. It's the name of a Pokemon attack.
Oh, sorry. Alright, I guess as you're leaving, your familiar flies back into the shop. Have it make an attack roll?
It can't.
Yeah, familiars can't
Familiars
fight.
can't attack.
Oh. Alright, your familiar goes in and starts harassing her beetle.
Again.
To which point, yeah, she grabs it, brings it back outside, and just kind of like a vermin that got into the house, just kind of like lets it out and then closes the door. Not seeming to be bothered by it, just like as a point of fact sort of thing.
I thought she was gonna Eldritch Blast it. Well, moving on.
In any case, let's make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be.
Alright.
I will spend my last sending to contact Apple of the Moon.
Hey, Apple! Where the hell are you? It's Roko. We need to talk to you about end of the world stuff.
A moment passes, and then Havel respond. You hear the voice of Havel respond. Oh, I'm simply in the tender's office at the height of the branches. Feel free to stop by whenever. I'm be overjoyed to see you again.
Roko tells that to the party.
Let's go now!
And we go.
Alright.
Yippee.
And we're off.
Hey Ian, wanna try something fun?
Okay. What do you have in mind?
Activate your boots of speed. Let's see exactly how fast you can get up there.
Oh no.
It's just the biggest shit-eating grin ever. Bigger than when he fights, which it's scary. Didn't know he could smile that wide. He will activate the boots of speed.
I will cast
Smile.exe.
haste on the deer.
Oh
That is
no.
That's 160.
So, your normal walking speed. Yep, that's. Oh shit, that's a base of 160. Yeah.
That's my long strider, Jordan.
I don't have Long Strider yet. It's soon.
Yeah.
So you have a base movement speed of 160.
So he can move 320 in a turn.
No, you can.
Double dash with speed.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get a hasted action.
That's 480. That's 400. That's almost 500 feet of movement a turn.
So, Ian, as you click your boots of speed, you see Lyron kind of like waves his fingers in front of you, and you all see Ian's form get fuzzy for a moment, and then it becomes like crystal clear, almost better, almost clearer than your normal vision for a moment. As Ian, you are like, oh my god, you have so much energy. Everything's just moving so slowly around you, but you feel so fucking energetic.
Cool.
It's the pot.
I'm going to run to our destination.
No. You all see Ian standing still and then just light the flash. Ooh, and there's a you guys can just feel like this gust of wind as he's just passing. As Ian, you are just dipping and diving between pedestrians walking.
That
through
is,
the
he's
streets.
moving at 84 feet per second.
Yeah, no, like he is gone.
He's moving at 56 miles an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? For sake of shits and giggles, make me a. I'm gonna say either an athletics check at disadvantage or an acrobatics check flat.
Would you let me rage and use that, make that athletics check flat?
You know what? Sure.
Fuck yeah, baby. That one.
Just see him fly off the side of the tree.
Dude, I swear at this point I'm fucking psychic. I'm psychic.
Oh, you all see as Ian takes off, just for a moment it's just a blur, but you just see humble folk of all kinds just getting launched into the air and to the sides as this blurred force of just mass and muscle just plows through the streets. As you can just see a visible trail behind Ian as people are like, they don't know what's going on. Some people seem a little hurt.
Dude,
like
he's got
people
the
are just
Back
shocked.
to the Future flame trails behind him.
A little bit. They're not catching fire, but you're like, if he were going any faster, he might actually catch fire. But like, he is leaving a trail of just fucking people.
Well, I'm glad that spell works.
Great! Just fantastic! As if we don't have enough things to worry about right
I
now.
want you to know if there is Long Strider, it is 600. It is 600 feet.
I know.
That is, it's 100 feet per second. That is so dumb.
That's 68 miles an hour.
Oh yeah. Hey Michael, I have a question for you. If you
Yes.
would ever allow me to do it. If I run into someone full force going at the speed Ian is now, how much damage would I deal?
You know, with your
people did he just kill?
no deaths, fortunately, because he's not using his horns. But I will say, doing this, I will give you some extra damage on your charge attack that you have.
How
Okay,
much
we
extra
will
damage?
weaponize this for the aspect of fire.
How much extra damage, Michael?
Give me a second to take a look
Because
at
my
this.
antlers do basically the same as my maul.
True. But if you were trying to
We
work
will
out real
weaponize
physics, you have to realize for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Yeah.
You would also,
This is-
hitting something at that speed would also make you go pop!
Yeah, well, you see, it's D&D, so we only do physics when it makes it funny.
He does have a point.
I like the image of ye olde Rocco when he's like old and gray. So Papa, how did the fire aspect die in the end? And Rocco just goes, yes, it collided with a force equal to that of its own, the great duck deer.
The duck deer.
I will say, moving at that speed, the DC to resist being pushed away, I will say it increases by, considering you are moving at such speeds, I will say it increases by 5.
No extra damage?
And hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And I will say at that point, you'd have to be able to gain build up enough speed. But I will say if you can at least move 60 feet in a straight line towards the target, I will say you will deal 5d6 plus your strength modifier worth of piercing damage.
Holy fuck. Oh, God.
We
I'm
are
gonna...
weaponizing this, Jay. We are weaponizing this.
Oh, we are.
Guys, I need 50 gold stat.
I may adjust that later depending on how that works, but
I want you to know, I'm gonna just roll 5d6 plus my strength mod right now.
I feel like I'll regret this, but this is a very cool idea and I want to see it work.
Plus my rage bonus, that's 32 damage.
Yeah, that's a good amount of damage.
Oh no, wait, it's 31, because I forgot I don't have 20 strength yet. It's
Yeah,
31 damage.
well that is your action. That is your action and your hasted action right there.
That is my action and my bonus action.
No, because you gotta be moving at full speeds to get these results, so that means you are running full.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, Ian, you're just running, and about a minute passes as you're like almost there, like you're getting to the top branches of the tree, and then just
Yeah.
That was weird, but the world seems to have regained its normal speeds. The rest of you follow a trail of goddamn fucking carnage, probably a granny who broke her hip, and just a bunch of really confused perch guards and citizens of Humblewood going like, what the fuck was that?
Roko's
Ian's gonna
just
turn off his
walking by as this is what he's doing when he sees the worst of them.
That it, you've rolled. Come on, roll me a fourth one. I want to see another 7. Damn.
Triple 7, though, not bad. As you guys are just... Ian, it takes them a little while to catch up to you.
Yeah, no, he's
We'll
just
blow
going to
former
stick
first
around.
levels on the worst people, that old granny and others who are like,
Okay, he's bleeding out.
Can I just do like one healing word?
You... One of you make me an insight check as you're walking up.
I got it. This is what Roko's built for.
Roko, by what people are talking about as you're passing by and hearing their conversations, you feel like this is probably the beginning of like an urban legend.
Consider nobody would have been able to get an actual visual on something moving that fast, that small.
Yeah, no, like all they saw was just this brown blur run by.
Can I start a carving in the time it takes for them to come up?
I will say sure.
Ian is going to
Great
carve.
blur.
He's going to carve himself in like the traditional like track starting position.
Give me a wood carver check.
All right. Oh baby. 22.
Hijinks are fun.
Yes, they are. But yeah. Yeah. In the time they takes them to get there, Ian, you carve a pretty good, like, little wooden statue of yourself in the track position, like the starting track position.
Beautiful.
This is the dumbest shit. This
Everyone-
campaign.
You
Everyone
gave
do
me the
We were
boots of
never
speed. You gave me the boots
I
of
didn't give
speed.
you shit. That was the module.
Yeah, we murdered someone for those.
You did.
Yeah.
Brutally too.
You've changed the module before. You could have just not given me the boots of speed.
I could have,
But
but you enjoy them,
I do.
and it's leading to this.
in any case,
Me
so
too.
we get to the druids eventually. The tender.
You guys eventually find Ian, who has finished making a very nice statue of himself in the track position. But you do see the office of the tenders.
We go in.
All right. As you're going in, a very familiar figure seems to be walking out. As you see Maston walking out.
Oh god.
He's just walking out, and he looks to the party, kind of winces, and just kind of tries to hide his face. Whatever.
Nope. He's already here. I grab him by the coat.
God damn it.
We might need to speak with you. Let's go.
I have other things to do. Let's make it fast.
The world's ending. You have volunteered. Congratulations.
I'm Poke. Why can't I just escape, you idiots? I had a chance, maybe I should have stuck with the bird. Would have been so much simpler in life. I mean, sure, it would have been worms, but
Hindsight
eaten by worms.
2020, I keep
might-
dragging.
I probably would. I would have ate worms, but I wouldn't have been eaten by worms. well.
Hindsight 2020 keeps dragging on towards the office.
As
Where are we
Maston
going?
is now being
What am I-
dragged back to the office.
What am I being volunteered for?
A conversation.
Hold on, let me pull up Maston's character sheet, I guess. All right.
This is not how I expected this to go, but I'm all for it.
I mean,
Uh,
you said it was.
He's right there.
He's only one of 3 we know, so it's hit. If we get 2 out of 3 out of the way immediately.
Fair enough. So as you guys drag Maston back into the tender's office, familiar sight to most of you. The rest of you see kind of this. It's a quaint, like it's a larger building, but the office space is actually kind of quaint. It's fairly lightly decorated, but it's got this sort of like very nature vibe. There's plants hanging all around it, and sitting behind the main desk seems to be kind of like a Vulpin wearing green. Very familiar to you, Lyran. She kind of looks up at you, seeing all this. Goes down to a piece of parchment, writes something on it, and then kind of like passes it across the desk.
Neat. What does the thing say?
She said 2 things. It says first, may I ask what this is for, or are you simply here for another conversation?
I write end of the world business. Need to speak to, and then the name which I forgot.
Apple of
Apple of
the
the moon.
That
Alright.
person.
All right. She reads that.
No, sorry. This stupid tabaxi name number 10. I know it's not a tabaxi, but it could be a tabaxi name, therefore.
Fair. I see where you're going with that. But anyway, she writes down. That's unfortunate to hear. I will go get Havel of the Autumn Moon right now. And then she stands up and goes into a side office.
Friend of
Oh,
yours?
Yes. I have borrowed books from here before. By the way, person who's not Rufus. I look at the person I'm dragging.
Maston. My
Thank
name
you.
is Maston.
We may have started calling you bird person. Either way. Do you know of the of a tender named, and I say the name of the assistant that was assigned to us? On that one trip?
Trevor of the Spring Path.
Would I know Trevor? Or would Maston know Trevor?
Yes, Trevor's been helping out in the around the office as of late.
And do you
Yeah, I
where
know
he
him.
is?
I don't know where everybody is at the same time, but I can certainly show you to his general location that he usually hangs around in. Now, can you
Okay.
please let go of my hands? Because that would be very appreciative. Your hand's sweaty, and your hand's very sweaty, and I do not like that.
I am a Vulpin, I don't sweat.
Okay, fair enough. Somehow you
Either way, Roko, I am going to go and perhaps fetch that person with Bird Maston. You speak to the head tender,
Okay.
and we go and find the second person.
All right. As you are starting to leave with Maston, the Vulpin lady comes out, and following her is actually Trevor of the Spring Path.
Okay,
Huzzah.
this has been the easiest mission of my life.
As Trevor approaches you all, he says, Master Havel will be seeing you all now, if you'll follow me.
And we follow Trevor.
Yes, and as you do, the Vulpin woman sits back down at her desk and kind of gives you a little wave goodbye, and then goes back to her paperwork, seemingly unbothered by the sequence of events that have just transpired. You all enter into Havel's room following Trevor.
It is a familiar sight to some of you. It is, again, modest with a few books on the shelves. Plant life in here is abundant, as Havel, his old wizened form, looks at all of you and says, "Ah, you're here quite sooner than I expected. Come, sit."
Yeah, well, we kind of need to take care of this before, everybody dies.
Yes, yes, and Maston, what are you doing now?
He's
I was
possibly the
dragged-
person we need to talk to.
I was dragged along by the cat person. I'm sorry, I don't actually know your name. We only met for 45 minutes. What?
Yeah, I'm Lyran Mastiff. Nice to meet you
Again.
again.
I think it's just gonna be a running joke that nobody can remember. Masson doesn't remember their name, and they don't remember his.
In any case, there, Appley boy, we need to ask you a question. Do you perhaps know anything about the aspect of Ice the Borealis?
Hmm. Yes, that is actually the name Borealis is familiar to me. Give me a moment.
Oh, good.
As he kind of goes and pulls a book out from his desk, he says, "Yes, the story of the Borealis tells of a wizard who stole a piece of a powerful spirit of winter. They thought they could control its icy power by containing it within a staff, but instead it froze them. Left to itself, the newly made artifact kept freezing the land around it. The tales say that the old tenders felt this imbalance in the wood, and they found the Borealis. And they have the artifact sealed away, using a sprig of skyleaf, which remains hearty even through the winter."
Great, so, where is it?
Give me a second.
Come on, man, the end of the world's on the line here.
Patience. Loco?
Uh,
I can't remember your name.
It's Rogo, you delicate bird.
You don't remember my name, and I don't remember yours. I'm sorry.
Give me a
Please do
moment.
not. Don't disrespect my colleagues, please.
It is quite all right, Maston. It seems this lot is in a bit of a hurry, and it seems that their work is important. But I
understand.
myself have never placed much stock in this tale. I'm afraid I don't know too much about it. To which point, Trevor kind of pops up and he says, Actually, I might have an inkling of where it might be. One of my old master spoke of it. Like to talk about this tale. It was a favorite of him. It, it was apparently a part of the tale was was delivering an unburnt skyleaf sprig to a frog-shaped rock in the southwest of the Scorched Grove. I believe this may be where your Borealis may be hidden. Hold on. Let me see. As he kind of give me a moment. As he kind of leaves the room for a few minutes, and then comes back with a map in hand. As he kind of unfurls it, it's kind of you can see what seems to be a map of the Scorched Grove. I believe the location my master spoke of was this location we had visited once before. And that's where he told me of this. As he kind of is pointing to an area kind of towards the southwest of the Scorched Grove.
You know the area at all, Trevor?
Actually, can we just have a quick look at the overview map, just so we know where exactly we're going?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Hold on.
This will. There we go. There we go. And
Thank you.
yeah, it's gonna be a little. As he's pointing out to your map, he says, it's going to be a bit, a little north of where Ashborough used to be.
So we're looking about here.
So about this area. Ah, okay.
Yes. You're probably looking about, if I remember correctly, 7 miles, about northeast of Ashborough, just a little northeast, not And it kind of like makes a he makes kind of like a thing with his hand. It's kind of like maybe about 10-15 degrees is what he's trying to indicate.
I'm about ready to do something really shitty to this poor man.
But I believe if you go there, you'll find the site that you're looking
And-
for.
Just for our own sake, Michael, where was the location of the thing? The sky
Tree. It was the north of
Tree.
Adelhart, you said.
Yes, it is from what you can gather. From what you were told, it is about a day and a half northwest of Elderheart. Is where it usually grows.
So we're looking about somewhere around here.
Yeah, about.
We now have a journey plotted out.
So
Interesting.
we go here, and then we go here.
Well, guys, we have our destinations. We better get a move on.
It's all
Trevor,
right.
Yes.
have you ever been to that place your master told you about?
Yes.
Perfect.
He grabs him.
You're coming with us. We need
Oh
to
no
go.
no. As he just starts like fighting back. He's like, no. I am not going back to that place. I cannot.
Look, either you come with us to that place, or that place is gonna come here.
I have gone. You have a map. I am not going. Not going anywhere. I'm putting my foot down. I am not going anywhere with you all again.
Well, I don't care if your foot's down. I can just pick you up and carry you.
No. Havel just stands up and says, please.
We really can't do this to the poor person. Half
You
of
know,
us barely
things-
survived the last time.
I mean, to be all fair, just because he generally knows where it is does not mean he will be of much help. I'm just saying.
I know he said he's been there. It's not a general thing. He's actually been there.
Well, if it's Masson perks up, it says, well, if you want, I could go with you instead. I can go with you as well, so that way I could help out with the. I want to check out and see how the forest is doing on the inside. I want to get a closer look of the burnt up forests. If it would be alright.
He gets to play two characters at once.
No, that's not what I'm doing. Don't worry. I will need somebody to keep up my duties, though.
Well, Trevor just kind of goes like, I will gladly do whatever you are supposed to be doing here, Mass, and if you do this for me, I will be forever in your debt.
Only if you guys are okay with it. And he looks to the party. I know the first interaction between us was not exactly my best.
You mean
But
when you were
it-
picked up by a giant bird and left for dead?
Yes. Yes, exactly that, actually. Don't worry, I got better.
Yeah, no
He
worries.
said
By
lie.
giant
No.
birds.
I want to roll insight on the I got better. 18.
Masson definitely does have PTSD, and he does look like there's like a slight twitch when he says gets better. He had an experience.
Does it seem as though he will make the same dumb decisions again?
Probably not. As long as he doesn't run into another big bird.
Now I want to roll insight on that. Probably not. I
That
don't
is a
believe him.
natural 2.
Hard to read. Hard
You
to
will
read.
You will find the phoenix. You will get picked up by it.
No, we have a giant rock lava monster, remember?
I know, but like it needs to be a giant bird. That's the thing. That's
Ah.
his gimmick.
The Rock The Rock is finally coming back for her baby.
Oh no.
Well,
But
I mean, it's up to you guys. If you do not think it'd be pertinent for me to come along, that's a-okay. Just an offer.
I mean, we could use a guide. Preferably one that isn't kicking and screaming all the way there.
Fair enough. Okay, you're in. Let's go, guys. We gotta hurry. Literally on a timeline here.
Since I don't know you, and he points to Rufus, you mind just staying back and keeping up with all my work in the meantime? You don't actively insult me. Rufus just kind of shrugs. Sure, I guess.
Now, anybody ever tell you that you two sound remarkably similar?
Yeah.
you know, I was just thinking
I'm
about
not good at voices.
No, Andy, I'm just
We're-
giving you shit.
Yeah, apologies.
Also, Maston, there is a Dravine and a Strig here that you're not familiar with.
Oh, I didn't see them because they're I didn't see Tutu in the back because she's so small, and the other one I just thought was another druid or something. I don't know.
In any
Oh,
case, let's go, guys.
I stare at this character, unknowing, unfeeling, unmoving.
Don't worry, he won't
Sure.
be
That is
around
just
long.
turned all the way around.
Point of reference, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you are a Strig, right, Maston?
Yes, I am.
Dope.
So, slightly.
Snaps back around. Oh, what? Was somebody talking to me?
Oh wait, you're not a druid. Okay, I'm sorry. Or a tender, I guess.
Rocco looks.
Sorry,
looks at Casa. Is like,
What about her makes you think she's a druid?
I do love the outdoors.
It's. Eh.
I mean,
I am kind of building my characters. I'm rebuilding Maston up, so just give me 1 second.
I mean, she did go around basically posing as a monster and harassing people for a while. Like, if that's not druid-like, I don't know what is.
Hal just goes, what?
Don't worry about
I
it.
feel like that's not the thing druids do.
It's too bad.
I
They should.
I turn to the expert on my right, quizzically.
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you. I needed that confirmation.
Too bad.
Well, in any case, let's get the goats and let's get going, guys. Tally-ho!
Excellent.
Alright. As Rufus, you stay behind to take care of busy work. The rest of you push forward, and as you are starting to leave the city, a familiar voice rings out from the crowd and goes, "Oi! Hey guys! Oh, there you are. So, like, I know I split off to go get lunch, but there were a lot of people who were knocked out. Apparently there's like some sort of monster on the loose."
Don't worry about it, Matt. One of them unexplained phenomenon.
Ah, yes, the Great Brown Flash. I have heard of it. It's a rumor here.
It's not much of a rumor anymore. People have been seeing it. I've never heard of this thing until now.
You hear that, Ian? The Brown Flash. It's real.
It's like the runs.
Oh no.
Sorry, who are you?
Sorry, I'm Mac. I've been assigned to this unit. We're gonna go save the world. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you have any questions or feel like you need protection, I am a purge guard. So it is my honor to protect and to serve and to enforce the laws of this land. But It's nice to meet you. As he gives you kind of like a hearty handshake, very like very like giving you a hard handshake. As what's your name? Oh, I'm sorry, you're a tender. Oh, I can see you're a tender. I'm so sorry, sir. I get a little excited at times.
Mac, we don't got time for this. We gotta really get going here.
You can just feel just like Maston's arm just like flailing about as he's shaking it so aggressive, and he's just like trying to just pull his hand back, but he's like, hey, there's no point. This guy's got an iron grip on Maston's hand, and he just looks very uncomfortable.
Right.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Maston. Sorry, who is this guy? Is he one of you guys?
He's a perch guy. Don't
he's a
worry
friend
about
of
him. He's a
ours.
friend. Some people want to volunteer and help the world. Trevor!
And Roko shouts out, like, come on, guys!
Oh, don't. Trevor's just not the adventuring sort. Don't take it too seriously. He's more. He likes going through walks in the park, not.
Well, there's gotta be no
Take down
perks here
monsters.
pretty quick.
I know, but you don't. That doesn't mean that he's qualified to do it. He's not trained for it.
Yes,
Behavior.
as opposed to all the training we had to save the world. I keep forgetting about that, yes.
Yeah, it's a good thing we went to school for it and everything.
Yeah, my doctorate in facing fiery end of the world monsters.
How does Matson know how strong
Trevor
he
is.
is? Yeah, Trevor. I don't know why I couldn't speak Trevor. I don't know why.
You would know that Trevor would still be considered in training. He is among the lowest ranks of the tenders. He is still considered basically a newbie. It takes a few years to even get like the second like rank of the tenders.
Yeah. Well, still learning, but hopefully he will grow into a full-fledged druid.
I mean, if that's your argument, I am more or less what can be classified as a glorified substitute teacher in the Avium. So we are more or less on par in terms of training.
It's at this point Ruffian just kind of speaks up. He's like, "Listen, not everyone gets their experience from somewhere. We got it the hard ways. Others get it a different way. But it is us who are taking this journey. Leave that poor bastard alone. Now let's get going."
I've been walking the whole time. Come on, Gordy.
You guys get your goats, and you head off. I'm assuming you're heading off to get the Strig first, or the
Yes,
Ring.
Michael, we
Yeah.
are going for the leaf first. We're not going to Ashborough, then going, oh, we forgot the key.
All right.
I would
just wanna
like to
make
give Maston a rubber duck real quick, just before we leave.
Oh, you got.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. What's this for?
I said
It's
Maston.
Maston.
I said Maston.
Yeah,
I-
Good job, Michael.
I heard
no.
the M, and then I just assumed Mac. I am
I
sorry.
already gave Mac one. He's not getting the second one.
I know. That's why I was confused.
when Maston's so forgettable that even the DM forgets. It hurts.
I'm sorry.
No, man, I just.
disappears from the campaign as even the DM can't remember him.
Oh God.
It's just from reality.
Post session, Michael
Gone.
just looks at the
Reduced
character
to
sheet and
atoms.
just goes, weird, there's one additional character sheet and I have players.
Anyway,
Maston
Sorry.
takes the rubber duck and gives it, like, squeeze it, just makes a little sound, and he just kind of chuckles, like, oh, I appreciate it. What's the gift for?
Ian?
Why not?
Well, it's definitely very appreciated. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to give you, but Thank you.
Ian points to both his horns and his backpack, which are loaded with the damn things. It's like, no, you don't need to give me anything. I have been just leaving these places.
That's his calling card. Let's go.
So that explains why what's her face is always buying so many rubber duck memorabilia.
Yep.
Well, Matt, my dear friend, you have some good tastes, I must say.
At this point, I'm pretty sure that we will be using them to identify bodies with at one point or another. Ah yes, this was the slightly orange, slightly small rubber duck that I gave to X person. This unidentifiable body belongs to Tun Tun Tun.
In other words, we have duck tags.
Oh, God.
It's Ian's calling card whenever
So-
he kills somebody.
I'll make a 3D model of that, just duck tags.
So as you guys move forward, you're riding your goats triumphantly. Question: do you want to continue with the session, or do you guys want to call it here?
I don't
We'll
mind
go
continue a
sleep.
bit further. We've only just started, honestly.
Go ahead, Healer.
Good with anything.
I have to be up super early tomorrow.
No, okay. we can-
Today.
I gotta be up at like super early because I have a fucking super long shift. So I wish I was able to continue, but alas.
Yeah,
Being
No
late.
worries,
Yeah, that's
man.
fine. We can cut her then.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll call it here. I also have to go to bed, but I hope today was at least funny in some regards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Peteroo.
Andy, if you want to level, are you rolling for Mass and Stealth, or are you taking average?
I'm taking average. I always take
Roll
average.
for coward.
Okay, hold on. I'll see what I would have gone if I did do it.
No, don't. Now,
Actually, surprisingly, those were really good stats. I kind of wish I took them.
Oh well.
you see, this is why you never go full coward.
I am
God.
always a
Listen,
coward.
listen, I rolled for enough stats.
All right, but yeah, I hope today was fun in some regards.
yeah.
You guys have now created an urban legend. Got your fortunes read. Yeah, this is
It's a big one, huh?
the last stretches of your journey are now before you.
What the
Ooh.
people of Alderheart don't know is that this is not the final form of the brown blur.
Why do I just see, like, in your years worth of downtime, you just use Elderheart as a fucking testing facility for this? For this concept alone. Your continued, like, chronomantic experiments in necromancy are, like, held elsewhere, but you're just like, no, I must always go to Elderheart to test this.
Because it's funny.
You are gonna fuck you.